Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rayhart Rundown. If you're just joining us, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Helps us with the algorithm. We're trying to get more subscribers. It is a slow process. So subscribe. Hence the reason we have this thumb on our desk here. So that you can remember every time you see the show to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. It helps us tremendously for you to like. It really even helps us more if you subscribe. Tell your friends. Maybe make some bogus accounts, whatever. Just subscribe. All right, now we got that out of the way. Are you a little cold over there in your jacket?
I'm freezing in your house. I'm freezing.
Yeah, I'm in a
Maybe
t-shirt.
say that. I'm freezing in the studio. The studio's
always cold though. Like it doesn't matter what I do.
It's so cold, dude. I've got 5 spotlights on me and I'm still cold.
By the end of the show, though, you'll probably be sweating. It always heats up in here, though. Once we start get going,
I'm sure halfway through I'll end up taking my jacket off.
Yeah, like I said, we've got all these freaking lights going.
You know what somebody said to me the other day?
No,
it's been kind of bothering me. I've thought about it at least once a day.
Jesus, here we go.
I don't hear it, but I was showing them a video of a game I'm playing right now.
Which game?
High on Life.
Okay, yeah. Is that the one done by the guys that did Rick and Morty?
Yes, it's done by Justin Rowland. It's Squanch Games. So it's basically like a Rick and Morty video game, but without Rick and Morty. And it's hilarious. But I'm showing
Which is kind of the point of the game. It's just...
Right. It's also just insanely fun. Like you're a bounty hunter and stuff. But anyway, so I'm showing like a funny clip from the video to a friend of mine who I also got to start playing it.
Right.
Well, another friend of mine had walked up. And she starts watching the video. She goes, "Oh my God, that's you?" When it was the voice of the gun, which was the same voice as Morty from Rick and Morty. Yeah, and I was all like,
I don't hear it either then.
No, what? No, like I didn't do voice acting for this game. I fucking wish I did voice acting for this game. Like that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I was like, but no. She goes, "Oh my God, that sounds just like you." I was like, I sound like Morty from Rick and Morty.
Morty sounds like a whiny bitch. Do you really want to sound
like a whiny bitch? I know,
that's
what I was saying. I was all like, I'm a little insulted right now. Like I was working on my Morty impression at one point in life, but like I don't think it just took over. Like I was a little insulted. Like, what are you doing here, guys? Jeez, Rick. Yeah. Like
it's like a raspy, squeaky voice.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
See, like that one I heard,
But that's when you try. So,
yeah, exactly.
So my assistant at work today came back from New York last week, right? And you remember the hearing about the plane shutdown situation, like where all the flights were grounded?
Before or right after Christmas, like all those.
Not even right after
Christmas.
Got
canceled.
Not even just that, but like there was another one. There was one in New York where there was another scheduling glitch and all the planes got grounded. Blam. And so he's in New York. He went to New York because his son does theater. His son does like Broadway and theater and stuff like that. So they went up there to go see like a show. Like they want to go see Beetlejuice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. He explained it to me that the off-Broadway show of Beetlejuice. He said definitely go check it out. So he went up to New York and was hanging out. New York City, Times Square. Got a freaking hotel right off of Times Square. He said it was so much fun. Yeah, he recommends us, taking the run down to New York. But we got to talking about Beetlejuice, right? And like how if you go watch the Broadway show, they update the jokes, so like the jokes are more.
Oh, right on.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're a little bit more contemporary. And one of the things that we were talking about, I started looking up, was they were in the process, if you remember correctly, and I think we mentioned this in a Halloween episode like a year ago. Maybe even our first season Halloween episode. But remember how they were making Beetlejuice 2?
Yeah.
Canceled.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. I dug into it today because I was like, I was telling them about it. I was like, I think they're coming out with Beetlejuice 2, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be cool. It's got Michael Keaton. It's gonna be, Winona Ryder. Like, coming back, and I started digging into it, and like you can look up on IMDb and blah 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 blah, but I went IMDb Pro, like I went beyond that to see the production company and all that, and it like literally was going and scripted. So many scripts had gone through, and they started production, and then the pandemic hit, and then production was unknown, and then a year went by, canceled. Like there was art poster and everything made, and so it was kind of sad. I was hoping they were going to pick that one back up. But speaking of sequels, said all that to say, did you see the announcement from Mel Brooks? So you know who Mel Brooks is, though.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks. He did Spaceballs. He did
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
He did Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
He did History of the World.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He announced...
His son, Max Brooks, wrote the book, The Zombie Survival Guide, which then had a sequel, World War Z, which became a movie.
Nice.
Anyway.
Side note. But available... Well, I should say available, but recently put out on YouTube, Mel Brooks came out with a trailer for History of the World 2.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he is doing History of the World 2.
My favorite will always be Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Was that the first Mel Brooks movie you saw? I feel like it was. It was, right?
It was. Spaceballs was you.
Spaceballs was the first one I saw.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. Do you want to know something about that, actually? Do you know that there was an argument? I'll never forget. There was an argument between me and Mom back when Spaceballs... Find out when Spaceballs came out in the theater.
Oh, that was...
Yeah, no, that was like 80
80s.
something. Yeah, find out just pull it up real quick on your phone while I tell this little story. So back in the day when Spaceballs hit the movie theater,
June 24th, 1987.
1987, okay? So I was not even... I was like, what, 8 years old?
Yeah.
8 years old? Going, I need to go see Spaceballs. I need to go see Spaceballs. I knew it was coming to theaters. We had one movie theater on base because Dad was in the military, so we had one movie theater on base, and they only showed like 2 movies, 3 movies at a time. Right. We had just hit Spain.
Oh, okay.
I think it was at the time we had just got to Spain, and there was only one theater, and it only showed they had like 4 screens maybe, and Spaceballs was one of them. And I was like, I want to see Spaceballs. Me and Mom got into an argument because I was like, it is just like Star Wars. What is the problem? I had no idea as an 8-year-old that it was way bad, way worse, way more adult-oriented, because I was 8.
Yeah.
I thought I was missing out on another Star Wars type movie, and I was pissed. I was so upset that, what day would you say it came out? May?
June 24th.
June, right? So it came out. It came out in June, and I want to say for Father's Day or something like that, or Mother's Day, one of the two, whatever holiday is close to that. When we were in church, okay, like way back in the day, Mom was and my dad were like, "We'll go to church every Sunday," and they were part of the church and everything. They were like, "You have to write a Mother's Day or Father's Day, whatever it was, Mother's or Father's. I don't remember which one it was. Card.
Father's Day's in June.
Huh?
Mother's Day's in May. Father's Day's in June.
So it was probably Father's Day. It was like, oh, you should write a Father's Day card or whatever to your. So I did, and in that card, I put like, but even though I love you, and you won't let me go see Spaceballs. I guess I'll just see it when it comes out on VHS or VCR or whatever, 8 years old, whatever I put. Well, apparently it was so funny that out of all the ones that were you turn them into the Sunday school, and then they're supposed to, the Sunday school teacher goes and delivers them during, the service or whatever. So it's kind of like this little special thing. It was like the church was doing. Mine didn't get delivered. Mine got redirected to the pastor for him to read in front of everyone. But I was 8. So my B's were backwards. So he thought it said Space Dolls. So he just read it like, oh, even though you won't let me go see Space Dolls. And when he said it, it made it funnier because the congregation knew what he was talking about and thought he was just like censoring it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so like I guess, I don't know how he turned it into his sermon or whatever. It was just like talking about unconditional love or something, something
Right.
crazy. But I'll never forget it because like mom and dad came to me and they were like, what did you tell the church? What? So anyways, long story short, there you go. Boom. Apparently I embarrassed my parents with the Spaceballs movie at a young age. And I still didn't go see. They still didn't let me go see it. And then when I got a little bit older and I finally did, I forgot about it or whatever, like kids do, and then it releases on VHS and it's just kind of like, I'll see it eventually. And then when I finally did see it, probably at a friend's house, I was like, oh, it's not like Star Wars. It's kind of goofy and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking it was. I mean, I think I knew it was supposed to be funny, but anyways.
No, Robin Hood Men in Tights was still...
That's a great one.
Dude, it's such a good one. Blinken, they've taken the castle. I thought it felt a bit drafty.
The castle's gone and he's on the toilet.
With
Like a braille. Yeah.
Braille Playboy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you've lost your arms, but you grew some nice boobs. It's like tapping the statue. If you haven't seen Robin Hood Men in Tights, it's a hilarious movie.
Well, I mean,
Dave Chappelle. It was his first movie.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, there was like a bunch of actors that are huge now or ended up becoming huge later that started off in the Mel Brooks films. But
yeah, man, Dave Chappelle, timeout, bad guys. I gotta get pumped, and it was those shoes that you could pump with the air or whatever.
Nike
And he like bends down and like starts. Yeah, that was a really
those
good
shoes
movie.
did nothing.
Yeah, no, it did absolutely
Well,
nothing.
here, you know what they pumped up though? I had some. Of course, I had some. I had some. When you pumped it, what they did was they filled up the tongue. They didn't fill up the whole shoe. Like the illusion is always let me pump it up and the shoe explodes. You've seen the
Right.
the comic comedic version.
And it always shoots out powder.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for whatever reason. It's supposed to be,
Yeah.
I don't know. But all it really did was push air into the tongue. So in order for your feet
So
to
that it
feel
wouldn't crease, maybe?
I don't know. In order for your feet to feel like they were gripped into the shoe, all it did was inflate the bottom of the tongue and press down on the top of your foot. That's all it did not inflate the entire shoe. It's
that was past my time.
yeah.
Like,
As I remember as a kid getting them, I was like, oh, get the pumps, tighten the shoes up, play basketball, I can jump high, think you can get that bounce, all that. No, I was so disappointed. I remember pumping them up with my hand in it, going, "What the? This is it? This is all?" I thought they were broken.
why hasn't Nike come out with the self-lacing shoe?
They did.
Yeah, they did it during the anniversary of...
Yeah.
But why isn't that just more of a thing now?
Well, because
If they did it once, why don't you just do it forever?
because the way that it lit up and had the self-lacing and all that would require a battery. And now you're either recharging your shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking recharge everything else.
Yeah, well, yeah, why not, right? But you seen the new Skechers shoes? We went looking for them. Did you ever find them? Did you ever see them?
No.
I'm gonna find them again. I'm gonna find them.
Dude, I'm all about these no-lace shoes.
That's
right
how.
now.
Yeah, that's how the Skechers shoes are. Like I saw a commercial, and they're like they're like sitting on the ground at an angle like this. Like it was almost like it's broken in half. Like the shoe is just like a regular shoe, and it's like this, just broken in fucking half. And the dude walks up and puts his foot in, and it like slips, and it just pops around his fucking ankle, and he goes. No laces, no bullshit. I was like, oh my God, I need those in my life. I'm so fat and lazy, I don't want to tie shoes. Sorry, I don't care.
No, I'm at that age too. No.
It's just I'm sick of it. Here's the thing.
My work boots. Is the
I
only
just
ones
got
that-
new Adidas for like Christmas or whatever. I just got new no lace Adidas. I slipped them on so fast today that I ended up crushing the back of them. Like I ended up fucking. I've had them for like 3 weeks. I've ended up fucking them up already essentially. But so now I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna try to find those Skechers. I know. And when I find them, you're gonna be like, oh, I need some of those. Hey everybody, we'll take a minute here to talk about the shame of life. We're all weirdos. We all know this. And there's some times in our life where we have to ask ourselves questions. Weird questions. Curious questions. Some of those questions are all part of the game of the shame of life. You can play this game with your family. It's so much fun. Adam and I have played this game on the podcast. We've done it so many different cards. We need to dive back into it. I think
a little
next
bit.
season for sure. The Shame of Life is available. You can get it at their website, theshameoflife.com. Definitely check it out. The game is it's home based. It's not like one of these big board game companies. It was made by a guy and his wife during during the lockdown. So definitely need to check out The Shame of Life. What else do they get for it?
So if you go to theshameoflife.com and you use promo code Rundown20, you get 20% off of the works. That is the base game that you see right here, plus a couple of the expansions as well. And I'm telling you, like, this game, it's such a great time because not only do you get to tell like funny stories or you come up with funny bits as well that, you know, can make your friends and family laugh, but you also learn a lot of stuff about people that you probably wish you never knew. Like, you probably, stuff you didn't need to know, but now you're glad you know, you might actually pick up from trying out this game. So go to shameoflife.com and type in Rundown20 to get 20% off of the works.
Yep, like I said, it's gonna be we gotta get back into it. We definitely have to get back into it.
Yeah, I think we should try again.
And they have an app, I think, coming out. I think they have
on.
an app now too, so you double check on that. But yeah, so I remember, just have to go to theshameoflife.com. So you know what they just announced today?
What's that?
They just announced that they're doing a price drop on all the Teslas. Well, not all, but most of the Teslas.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, how much?
I got some of the prices here. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I traded in my new car
All of a sudden
already?
you're like, oh shit, fuck this car.
Yeah, I might not have to buy a roof
Fuck
rack.
that roof rack. Yeah. It's not as great. So there's only a couple models that they're starting with to start with the price drop on. And I don't know if it's because Tesla's bleeding in the stock. They're bleeding money.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he fucking
Yeah.
bought and crashed Twitter. So.
Yeah, he like wrecked Twitter. So he's bleeding money there already.
Yeah.
So the Tesla price drop is this. So the Model 3?
Yeah.
And the regular price of the Model 3 was $46,900, I guess, the base price. I don't know, special extra price, whatever. So if you're a Tesla guy and you're like, that's not the price, I'm not here to argue, okay? Again, keep your tweets. I don't care. From the article that I read, okay, it said the general price, okay, for a Model 3 is $46,990. They're bringing it down to $43,990, which is
$3,000 off.
yeah,
Okay.
$3,000, right?
All right. Still, I'm not gonna fucking
Not gonna run out buy one
run
tomorrow.
to Tesla now.
So the Model
Now, if they had dropped that shit down to like 23,
yeah, it would be.
I'd be like, I can profit off of this.
Right.
I could trade in my car right now, walk with a Tesla in $6,000.
right. So don't they have a $35,000 one? The Model S.
Tesla?
Or,
Yeah, something like that.
there's a Model 3, a Model X, a Model S, a Model Y.
The Model Y is like the hatchback.
So the Model Y is the other one that dropped in price.
Okay.
So its original price was $65,990,
Jesus Christ.
which sounds crazy, right? It sounds kind of outrageous. But they dropped it down to $52,990.
Wow.
So that's quite a bit. That's way different.
$13,000 drop.
They brought it down to $13,000 drop. Now, here's the kicker, and here's what everyone's excited about, is because they bring it down to that $52,990, and it brings it in. I think it brings it in under whatever it is, 53 or 54,000. So that changes the tax bracket on what you get a credit for. So now, if they brought it down to $52,990, you get a tax credit now of $7,500 on top of it, bringing the price of the car down to $45,490. Now the damn thing is almost cheaper or as the same price as the Model 3. And that's what everyone in the article, I should say, is everyone is kind of freaking out about. They're like, "Oh, the Model Y is all
I'm a little disappointed.
you're essentially down, you're you're getting 20 grand off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
a
Take
little
that 13 plus that 7.
With the fact that the Cybertruck was canceled.
I'm not. After that display? After he's all like, it broke the window.
But you know what? Okay, but...
That was the first sign of like, Dude, if the Xbox whatever system came out and they put a game in it and it caught fire, they would cancel it.
Okay, but hear me out.
I'm listening, bro.
Because I watched this video about that. These guys were talking. They believe that Elon Musk knew that the window was going to break.
Why?
Free publicity. Because think about it. If he had gone out there... Hold on. Hear me out. If he had gone out there and threw a rock at the window and it just bounced off, people would talk about it for, a week? Nobody would give a shit. But look at us right now. Years later, saying, oh yeah, when he went out and fucking broke the... And of course he said, oh, we'll fix it. Clearly, this is not the actual... You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we're going to do type of thing. But years later, we're still talking about him throwing the rock.
I don't think so.
And breaking that glass.
I don't think so because...
You see what I'm saying?
I do. I understand completely
so
what
it's
you're
like
saying.
People,
as far as the marketing...
The fact that people are going to rip on him for that is just free marketing.
Okay. So, you know how I deep dive into stuff, and I do homework. And as far as Elon and all of his schemes, he's not like super genius. Like people think he's like a tech genius. He's not.
No, yeah, he's just
he knows nothing. Yeah, he knows nothing. He just has money. He asks a bunch of questions and has money. He's he's
a businessman.
Yeah, he's not genius. He's not the Steve Jobs. He doesn't know how to do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like Steve Jobs was the same way.
You don't know did you ever watch any of those movies where he actually could program the...
I don't really...
All right, well, then you can't say that because that's not true. You did no homework? Cool. No, F. You get an F. No, like him and Wozniak could actually program stuff and like do stuff. Okay. But I don't think, because here's the thing: as soon as that window broke, and he was like, we'll fix it, and everything, like, oh, that's fine. Then there was this mass exodus of people going, well, I don't want the truck if you can't show me a finished product, and an order started canceling. And as soon as the order started canceling, then he tried to backtrack and be like, it'll work, it's gonna work. And then everyone was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the way, any new design of a vehicle or some retro like thing that nobody's ever seen before, these car companies a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, will rely on the money from the pre-orders to start the manufacturing.
Now here's my question.
Go ahead.
Weren't they already in the process of mass producing?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they weren't at all?
No.
Because I thought they were already in the process of producing.
No.
In which case, then they canceled it. What did they do with all the leftovers?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, they didn't. They didn't.
Still take one. Now, granted, though, the triangle look, I hated it, dude.
Stupid, dude.
I hated it, but the inside of it looked like a fucking spaceship, dude. It was
but it's no different than a Tesla.
But no, it was. Dude, it was like bench seating and shit. Like, dude, it looked cool. It looked like you were going into Mission Space in Epcot. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? But the outside of it, man, that triangle look.
It was made fun of more. It was made
awful.
That's the other thing with Elon, is that when things of his are made fun of, he cancels it.
Like they had
he was that kid in high school that like as soon as somebody made fun of him or he wasn't part of the cool kids, he just stopped doing whatever it was.
There was a concept art that was dude, I would have bought it in a heartbeat. Look at that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Looks way better. Way better.
So what happened?
He made the fucking triangle.
He made the triangle. He made the one that his kid drew.
Yeah.
The truck of the future. It doesn't even look like a truck.
No, it does not.
Anyways.
That's what I say. Like the concept one, dude, it looks like a sports car on bigger wheels with a truck bed. Like, it looked sick.
It looked like it looked like it was a beast mode.
But whatever.
But that's the thing. A lot of these car companies, when they come out with some prototype or they come out with some concept, they rely on pre-orders of the cars. So they get a certain amount. They get a certain amount of pre-orders of the cars, and then they go, okay, we could take all this money from this pre-orders now and buy the materials needed to make the car. But they're not going to go buy in just a little bit of materials, you know what I'm saying? Unless they only plan to do a X amount of car or a certain amount of run, you know, how they have, only 300 were made or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So, but again, they rely on pre-orders. So I think when that window broke, you know, with your theory, when that window broke, we're going to keep talking about it. And that may be true, but the double-edged sword here happened where it's like when that window broke, people were like, fuck this thing. Yeah, it broke. He's clearly something, he couldn't even get that right. Like, we already have non-breakable glass, so why was that a problem?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We already have shatterproof, hurricane-resistant windows on our homes. Why was this truck window a problem?
Right.
So, no. And I think that's when people were like, if he's cutting corners already on the prototype, I'm out.
Right.
A lot of the big investors. So, and I think that's why the truck disappeared, if you want my opinion. Again, strictly my own opinion.
I mean, we'll get it eventually.
I don't think so.
It won't be that one. Dude,
Because when's the last time we had a new Tesla come out?
But
how long has it been?
I'm not saying Tesla. I mean just like electric truck.
Oh, they're already hitting. They're already hitting. Yeah, they're already hitting the market now.
I mean, the Ford Lightning takes 8 hours to charge, though. So, Ford, you can go fuck yourself with that one. Like, I'm not doing that.
But it's their first one.
Exactly.
And you know,
exactly.
Like, remember
now, the Silverado EV sick.
But take the first Samsung Galaxy phone. Okay.
Yeah, it blows up in your pocket.
And put it up against your Samsung Galaxy phone, and you see the difference. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And whenever this first one came out, it was the same price as what yours is now. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just a matter of waiting for the technology. Everybody wants the biggest and brightest and best thing, but if you wait for the technology to catch up, you can get it. If there's certain things you want it to do, they'll just be included.
Did you hear that story about the girl in California who, I believe they got arrested? At least I fucking hope they got arrested. Her and her boyfriend, she was a porn star. Her and her boyfriend got arrested for letting the Tesla self-drive to their location while they shot a porn video in the back seat.
I heard about it. I did hear about it.
Like,
I don't think they got arrested though.
No, probably just ticketed.
It's not the first.
There's a lot of people that have just put their car into self-drive, crawled into the back seat, and fallen asleep. There's one.
No. There's a lot of people that have shot porns doing Tesla thing. It's not the first time it's happened.
But this guy would crawl into the back seat, and like cops would like be driving along, and then look over, and there's like nobody in the driver's seat of this Tesla just driving down the road. So then they would pull him over or whatever, and the guy would crawl, and they would fucking bring him out, and they started confiscating Teslas from this guy. And he was like, keep it, and would go out and buy a new one out of principle. I guess some rich asshole.
Right.
Out of principle. Would just buy a new one. He's like, I'm just going to keep buying them. You're going to keep taking them. I'm going to keep buying them. Fuck you. It's what they're made to do.
Yeah, but
Elon was like, these are not what they're made to do. Like,
yeah, but the state has to give it back. It can't. They could confiscate his property and hold it for so long. And
yeah,
I don't think they could just take his shit.
It's just like if you.
I don't think they can take his shit.
Because if your car gets towed, let's say, and it gets like impounded, and you don't go pay to get it out, then the impound lot will say that it is a abandoned vehicle, and then it just goes on your credit. You know what I mean? Or if it's just, then it's claimed by them as an abandoned vehicle, and they have the rights to it, and they can do whatever they want with it.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. So if your car gets towed, you don't have the money to get it out, they will claim ownership of that shit, even if you owe money on it. It'll just get tacked onto your credit.
That should be illegal.
So, because I know somebody that it happened to.
That should be illegal. I mean, that's like.
Yeah, they claimed I guess the tow truck company claimed abandonment. And it just hit his freaking credit.
It's like one of those. It's one of those yin and yang things. You know, you hate them, in some cases for some of the dumb shit they do. And, they're helping you out because my car won't move. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. I have a tip. I have a little trick to deal, like, if you're parked somewhere and a tow truck is coming and you're, like, walking back and you see the tow truck, right? And he's, like, lifting your car up to tow your shit away because, like, you parked for 5 minutes when you ran it, or whatever.
Right.
Here's a little trick. Get in the car. Just get in the car.
But what's the other? I know what you're going for here, but is there another side? Is there a legal side to that?
If he moves it more than 10 feet, that's kidnapping. I'm just saying, get in the car.
But
and what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Call the cops? Okay, roll your window down. Talk to the officer.
And then what? But that's what I'm saying. Can they arrest you?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
It's your property. It's your car.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Then
like,
what? But by your theory,
officer, I'm more than willing to. This is how I would handle it. Officer, I'm more than willing to get out of this vehicle as long as all 4 tires are on the ground.
But your theory, okay, with your theory,
because I mean, theoretically, you're not doing anything wrong. You're sitting in your own property.
The tow truck company would be stealing it,
right?
By your theory,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a law that protects the tow truck company from that. Otherwise, they'd be getting sued for theft left and right.
Right, but
so there's got to be something. I know what you're saying.
He hasn't driven it away yet. I'm in the car.
But there's also a Florida law that says once they hook up and lift, once those 2 wheels are up, they actually.
I could just say I was sleeping in the back seat.
You have to
prove
pay,
I wasn't.
You have to pay to drop it down.
Yeah, no, like
that's bullshit.
if you ever catch them doing it, they're like, well, you can come pick it up. It'll be $200 whenever you come pick it up.
Right.
Or if you want it down right now, it's $80 or it's $100 cash only. That's the thing with tow trucks too. It's all cash only business. You can't go there and use a debit or credit card. You can't go there and write a fucking check. They don't take it. It's cash only every time. That's a fucking scam. They're scamming some shit on the government. Like, dude, like.
You think there's some shady shit going on at some
shady shit?
Not all tow truck. Let's be honest. Let's be.
No,
there's legit tow truck companies.
All of them are.
Fuck all the tow truck companies.
Yeah, all is scamming.
Fuck all y'all. I don't even watch your tow truck reality show.
Yeah.
Fuck your show.
Y'all fucking have your little golden plate going around town, eat down every pew. Y'all are scamming all of us. You want 10%?
I think here's the thing.
Fuck
I think tow trucks. I don't know. I think in order for a tow truck to tow you out of a spot of like in front of a hydrant or in front of a here or parked illegally here.
No, I understand.
think hold on. I think a tow truck should automatically have to get an officer involved.
Yes.
I think they should have to call the cops. The cops have to show up and then say tow it. I think that's how it should work. I don't think the tow truck companies should be given free run to just make a judgment call.
Okay, yeah, because my roommate's gotten towed before from our own parking lot.
That's what I'm saying. See,
like,
I think
like he was parked in a parking spot because another one of our neighbors was parked in his spot. So he just parked in another spot in our neighborhood. That neighbor who he parked in or whatever, called a fucking tow truck on him. And the tow truck towed him away, and that neighbor fucking parked there. And yeah, he had to pay $240 to get his car out. And the front desk was like, you should have parked in your spot. He's like, somebody else was parked in my spot. Like, dude, it's stupid. Like, in our own parking lot.
Yeah, that's
the car. Like, dude, that's so stupid. There's literally fucking 8 empty parking spaces in there. And you had to call a tow truck company. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. I think cops should be involved immediately. I think
because
they should have to run your plate and then call the phone number attached to your plate and say, hey, your car's parked illegally. We're about to tow it. Come get your ticket. Get your ticket.
But then tow truck companies would be...
What? Pissed off
and out of business because...
too bad. Well, they wouldn't be out of business because I think if they worked... Because people still call them, hey, my car's broken down, I need it towed.
Speaking of broken down, what the fuck is wrong with this microphone? Oh, I'm turning the wrong thing the entire time.
There it
is.
is.
Here we go.
So I think if they were Like if tow truck companies are still dealing with, oh, my car's broken down,
right?
Come get it. That's fine. I'm just saying that them riding around looking for trouble,
right,
should be illegal. That should have an officer involved.
Yeah,
I don't care. Sorry, because I've seen tow truck companies just do that.
Yeah, no, they ride through my neighborhood.
Yeah,
every night at like 3:00 in the morning, looking for somebody who's like
not
expired tag. They'll just tow you just to have an expired tag.
Yeah.
They'll tow you to have if you have an expired tag. They'll tow you if you're just like slightly over the fucking line. They'll like do like all that shit, and it's technically private property, which it's illegal.
So
for them
who
to tow you on
private
property?
Right. So
permission.
how is the tow truck company getting away with it without being sued by the apartment complex?
Because the apartment complex doesn't care. They're like, it's not our cars. It's not our problem. Dude, it's fucked up. I know.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yep. Time to move. All right.
Yeah. Trying to buy a house.
Do...
The housing market is fucking ridiculous right now. Jesus Christ.
It's so bad.
And I feel like such an adult now. Like
just saying that phrase?
Just saying that phrase. Yeah. Like I never in a million years thought that the words out of my mouth on a random conversation is going to be like, the housing market is outrageous today.
I can't believe these prices.
I can't believe these prices.
What is it?
Our interest rate is through the roof.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like, never thought those words were going to come out of my mouth.
Okay. I'm gonna move on to filthy trivia while we're here. This one is, this one's wild. This filthy trivia has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I just completely off topic.
Bring it on.
So sorry. All right, so here we go. Start the music. And the Great Nippulini.
The fuck did you just call me?
The Great Nippulini is a performer who makes it who makes a living demonstrating the power of his mighty nipples. Let's get a picture up on the YouTube channel. The Great Nippulini. All right.
Let me guess. He's bald and completely tattooed.
His picture's here. Watch the YouTube channel. You can see. All right. The Great Nippulini is a performer who makes a living.
He's got a goatee. He's bald, and he's got tattoos all over his body and piercings.
Hold on.
All over.
He makes a living demonstrating the power of his mighty nipples. Each nipple, one nip. Each nipple can lift over A, 25 pounds, B, 52 pounds, C, 11 pounds, or D, 70 pounds.
I'm going to say 52 pounds.
Each nipple can lift over how many pounds?
I'm going to say 52 pounds.
You're going to go with it?
Yeah, because that's a lot of weight.
This guy's the Great Nippulini.
Yeah,
he performed
52 pounds.
Demonstrating the power
Great Nippulini
of his mighty nipples.
52 pounds.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Wrong.
70?
Unfortunately. So yes, 70. 70 is the answer.
Because, like, dude, have you ever seen that kind of thing?
Dude, here.
No, have you ever seen live?
Motherfucker. This is 25 pounds. This is 25 pounds. Okay? Those two plus...
Clearly my right hand is stronger.
Shocker. Those two... I'm standing up like all you can see in the photo is my cock. Those two plus one more just like it on one nipple. Yeah.
I could do that.
You could lift these with your nips? No.
I could lift one, maybe.
I think the answer you'd be looking for is no.
I mean, I didn't say I wouldn't be crying on the floor.
I didn't think you'd be bleeding on the floor is what you would be.
Have you ever seen that live,
Pick your nipple up off the floor. What?
Have you ever seen that done live?
The nipple thing?
Just like
I've never met this guy, no.
Human suspension.
Oh.
Where they just
like they hang from
hang hooks from
it's
hooks.
so bad.
And like swing above a crowd. Have you ever been there for that?
No.
It's fucking gross, dude. I've seen it.
Where? Where did you see this?
Dude, I used to go every year to Ink Life Tour.
Okay.
And Ink Life Tour was awesome.
Where's
they
that
don't
at?
do it anymore.
Tampa? Orlando?
They used to have them all over Florida.
Oh, okay.
But they had one here in town, and it was like they had in Tampa, then here, then they go straight to Miami, right? And all it is like literally, if you ever watch that show, Ink Life or Ink Masters or
tattoo shows,
whatever,
right.
the tattoo shows, the competition shows, the celebrity tattoo artists on those shows and stuff, they would all be at this Ink Life tour. And they'd be doing tattoos for people. So you could go there and get an ink master to tattoo you. Right? It's fucking expensive.
Yeah, I bet
do
you
it.
pay a pretty price. Right.
And then all the best of the best artists are there doing tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go every year. And they would also have a rock band play a concert afterwards. Like, pretty decently named rock bands too. Like, I know you're not going to know who they are, but like I saw Mushroom Head play. Headline for it, you know what I mean? And they've had like Breaking Benjamin and shit. Like
nice.
They've had like decent fucking bands at the convention center in downtown.
Yeah.
Like that tiny ass fucking building, you know what I mean? But they part of their show on the weekend was the human suspension. And they would do it all the time. Oh, dude, it
looked like they hang themselves from like their nose and their their skin, just their skin.
Yeah, dude. And
forget that.
You would literally watch them grab the skin off of their back and put these big fucking
fish hooks.
Fish hooks. Fucking not even meat hooks, dude.
But they were like already pierced and stuff, like usually, right? Did sometimes they would pierce themselves just for this trick?
I don't know.
What did you see? Time's out. What did you watch?
So
did you watch some gross
they
test?
Bled.
Well, yeah, you're gonna bleed, dude. Somebody picked you up by your nipples. You're gonna bleed, bro. That's how it works.
But no, like I don't know if you can pierce that because, dude, it's like a thick piece of fucking skin.
Yeah,
like
but
a thick piece
it's not like they didn't pierce it. Okay, the first day,
but I mean, you can't just like put a fucking
it's
little.
a trick.
Yeah, you can't just put a little piece of skin on there.
They put
and then
gauges
hang the whole
in.
fucking body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a big. I don't know if you could just pierce that. Like I don't know if it's like it's already pre-pierced. How? Like you just put a giant metal fucking bar through your back,
I don't know.
But
this
no,
is your
like dude,
story.
like they would just like fucking, and then they just like would raise these people up, and I'm just like, ha! Like,
and people would just
just like swing around above the crowd of people, and I'm like down below, like trying not to get blood on me.
Did anybody fall? Did anybody?
No, not that I'd seen.
That'd be gross as shit.
Yeah, dude, it was.
Do not try this at home.
Yeah, it was so gross, dude. But I mean, people are into that. I mean, whatever you're into. I'm not one to
do
judge,
you? I guess whatever.
Live your best life, YOLO. I guess whatever.
Get hooked.
But yeah, Ink Life tour, man. They stopped doing it years ago, but I used to go every year, man.
Yeah,
that shit was so much. It was so cool.
So they don't do it anymore, or they just don't come down this way.
No, they don't do it anymore. They stopped doing it
because of the pandemic.
Yeah, ever since the pandemic, they haven't done it. But dude, it was so much fun, man. It was a 3-day convention.
Okay.
And I would just get the whole weekend pass, and I would I would go all weekend. Just to walk around and see the artwork.
Yeah, I want to see. I mean, I want to go and see. You know, I want to.
It was so cool.
I want to do more stuff like that.
As soon as you walk in, bro.
Yeah.
You just hear that. Bzzz
of
the fucking tattoo
needle.
guns.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I want a tattoo so bad.
I know that's the only thing why I won't go.
They're just like, I want to get tattooed so
again,
bad.
I've just got the little things on the shoulder here, but I was like, I had to stop myself because I was like, you know what I can do on this, and I can do on this side, and I can do. And I was like,
bro,
no, yeah,
I'm already thinking about what I want to do to this.
Yeah,
song,
I was like, nah.
I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna go any type of like
that again.
Yeah, like
that was kind of extreme.
Well, no, I'm still gonna go extreme, but I'm thinking that it's.
But I mean, because it's all themed. It's one theme up your arm.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I meant by extreme. You got to do different things like that mean different things, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know yet.
I'm not trying to push. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm not trying to pressure you.
I might just do a fucking sleeve that I just think looks cool and just say fuck it, not have anything to do with my life. And just be like, well, what's your other arm about? It's fucking battle armor because I thought it'd look cool. You know, I don't know.
It's from the second Halo game. It's cool.
This symbol's from the Division. This one's from Halo.
Yeah.
This is Call of Duty. I don't know.
Look down at your arm. You've got like that countdown from Predator. You're like, you know what this is from?
Flip it over. There's a pit boy.
No, but yeah, that's the reason why I won't go to any of those like tattoo conventions or something like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I thought about getting a head tattoo.
Like a neck or a face tattoo?
No, a head tattoo. Like,
speaking of face tattoos.
Like here.
Oh,
like
I would in your hairline?
Yeah, so I could cover it with my hair.
Right.
Or if I wanted to, fucking shave it off and have a head tattoo. Pretty sure mom and dad would disown me.
No, they wouldn't disown you. They would not.
They would never know about it because I would just grow my hair out every time I went to go see them.
We would make fun of you on a daily basis.
Yeah, probably.
You should get a barcode.
It's on the back.
Just
Hitman. The QR code, if lost.
Didn't we try that once in the episode?
We did.
Yeah. No. What was I going to say now? Speaking of face tattoos. Hey, everybody. Take a minute here and talk about Epidemic Sound. Are you an influencer or a content creator? The Epidemic Sound is the best one-stop shop for adding music to your content.
No matter the size of your audience, if you are creating any content on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, then having a subscription to Epidemic Sound will give you access to thousands of songs and sound effects.
Right now, if you use our link, rayhartrundown.com/sound, you can get a 30-day free trial and any content you make during that free trial. So go to rayhartrundown.com/sound, try the free trial. It doesn't cost you anything. $0. $0. You try it. If you put out content, you can try all their sound effects and all their music. Now, the cool part is during this free trial, this 30-day free trial that we give you, any of the content that you put out on YouTube won't be copyright claimed. So that during this trial, anything, and then after the trial is even over, if you decide not to do Epidemic Sound, which I don't know why you would, it's an amazing deal, it still will hold, okay? So all the videos you made during the trial won't get claimed as well. So, I mean, essentially it's zero, there's zero risk here.
Yeah, we use it every day.
All the time. For things.
Every episode, you've heard something from Epidemic Sound, I can guarantee it.
For sure. But all you have to do is go to rayhartrundown.com/sound. We are still running out of time. But speaking of face tattoos, do you have Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, did you watch the
$1 Million Listing?
No.
Los Angeles edition?
How's
like
that?
A 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom?
How does that have to do with face tattoos?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. When I saw that on Netflix, it was a joke I thought up. It was just, you saw it, it's $1 Million Listing, Los Angeles edition. I'm like, that's like 850 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Yeah, 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
There's an alley view of
6 squares of grass
yeah.
for your dog to pee on. That's it.
It's about $1 million in LA, I'd say.
That's about right.
Anyway, continue. Yeah. Face tattoos.
You live on the train tracks. The face tattoo. So on Netflix, they had this trending last week.
Great view of the bridge with the shanty town.
We're gonna keep going with the joke here.
Sorry.
No. Now see, I want to add to it. Now stop.
I knew you would. That's why I kept it going.
You just park in that ditch where there's supposed to be water. Anyways,
the LA River.
I have another story to tell you.
All right. Well, face tattoos.
No,
Let's go with face tattoos.
The story it's not podcast.
Oh, okay. Face tattoos. Let's do that.
So Netflix last week had this. Remember the Hatchet Wielding Hitchhiker? Do you remember that meme from like 2013 or 2012 or whatever it was? No, nothing. Okay. Do you remember hearing about the story? The Hatchet Wielding Hitchhiker.
It was SpongeBob reference.
Oh. No, so this guy.
I'm shocked I even know that. But go
the
ahead.
fact you don't know this is weird, but maybe not because I think you were probably in high school when this happened.
I wasn't in high school in 2012.
I don't think it was 2012. I want to say it was sooner than that, but I'm not 100%. I could be way off on my dates. It doesn't matter. Watch it. It's on Netflix.
In 2012.
It's on Netflix. Watch it. So the Hatchet Wielding Hitchhiker. This dude was hitchhiking, right? And he was with this other guy. This other guy was like, "I'm Jesus. Watch this," and rams into the back of a construction vehicle and pins a dude that was doing construction up against the car. Like, and then he jumps out and he's like, I'm Jesus Christ. You all are to obey me. Like, he was going wild, right? He was like he was high and losing his mind.
Yeah. LSD is a hell of a drug.
Right. So this lady,
PCP, something. I don't know.
Lady,
LSD, yeah, let's go with that.
This lady was trying to help the guy.
I know nothing of drugs.
The lady was trying to help the guy. I just combed right over all that bullshit. The lady's just trying to help the guy. And the driver turns around and bear hugs her and starts like squeezing her. And he's all like, you must obey me. And the hitchhiker guy sees that. And he's all like, dude. And he's got like long hair. He's like, dude, bro. Like that kind of surfer guy like that. And he comes up with his hatchet. And he's just like, smash, smash, smash. And knocks that dude out cold. It was on the news. Okay? Fox News got a hold of it. And he does that smash, smash, smash. And the whole documentary on Netflix is how this dude who was...
I've never seen
You've never seen
ever in
that's,
my
yeah,
life.
That's him. There we go. Magic finger time for everybody who's at home watching on YouTube. You go, there he goes. The Hatchet Wielding Hitchhiker, Kai is his name. But it's a whole documentary on Netflix about how...
He looks like the white Anton Dobson.
Yeah.
Hide your
kids,
kids,
hide your wife. Yeah, dude. Like, smash, smash, smash. So he became really popular really fast. Like, it was wild. But I don't want to give away how the documentary ends.
What, smash, smash, smash?
No.
Dude got arrested?
No, that's the beginning.
Oh.
Like, that's the beginning, and it follows his... all the shit, because he's a transient. He's homeless. It was the homeless hitchhiker or whatever, hatchet wielding hitchhiker or whatever. And so he just kind of like, he's always like, oh, it's just like, you should just do whatever you want. And da, 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 da. Like, everyone was kind of like into him for a while, because it was like, this guy just loves life and doesn't care. You know? Like, they were like, hey, do you want money? Do you want this? Do you want that? And he's just like, no, I just want to skate and ride the waves, and like that dude. So he was like, everyone was kind of looking for that free spirited type mentality.
Point Break.
But you have to watch it because it gets kind of crazy and psycho. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's a hatchet wielding hitchhiker. How does this not get psycho?
He did not get in trouble for that.
Oh, I bet.
Because he was helping that lady.
Yeah.
But he gets in trouble for a lot more other shit. So you gotta watch it on Netflix.
What does it have to do with face tattoos?
So about halfway through his story or whatever, he gets a face tattoo, like a tattoo, like right here, like it takes up part of his face and down his neck, and because he had that long hair, a lot of the times in a lot of the photos, not it was after the hatchet situation. Right. Like, he'd have his hair down so you wouldn't really see it. And when he cut his hair, it made it more prominent. Like, he cut his hair at one point and had short hair, and then you could blatantly, like, nothing hit it. You could just blatantly see it.
What was it?
I hieroglyphics. Like something, look it up. It's something weird and like hieroglyphics. And here's the thing, as I noticed that the hieroglyphics or like the weird shapes or whatever that was on the tattoo. Do you see it?
Yeah.
I gotta show people at home again. Magic finger time
not
again.
Hieroglyphics. That's just.
It's just
a
shapes
fucking
and
Picasso of shapes on fire on his face.
Yeah. Like, okay. So hieroglyphics, like unreadable symbols, right? So that tattoo on his face, though, I believe, is how he signed his name to the contract when he went on Jimmy Kimmel. Because he went on Jimmy Kimmel.
Shit.
They tracked him down, and they were like, "Oh, you got to sign in, this contract. We'll give you X amount of dollars to do it." Blah 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 blah. And he signed it with. They said hieroglyphics because it was like, okay, I guess this is your name. But yeah, it was interesting to watch because it's not like the story goes way twisty, but. Check it out. It's on Netflix. I don't know. We don't promote stuff, but if you're going to watch anything, like, because on every Friday, I always watch, like, murder, twisty docuseries stuff.
Okay.
Like, every Friday.
Feel a little murderous?
Every Friday. Every Friday.
It's funny. This past Friday was Friday the 13th.
I know, and I was gonna watch. That's the.
Here's the thing. Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. Oh, speaking of tattoos, did you know every Friday the 13th you could go to a tattoo shop and get a $31 tattoo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't get to choose it.
Why can't it be a $13 tattoo? Why is it 31?
Way too cheap. Inflation, bro.
Okay, if I don't get to choose it, it better be cheap.
I mean, you get to choose it out of. Here's a book of tattoos that we'll do for $31. So, yeah, you get like a little lizard or like a little something that's gonna take them
5 seconds,
fucking 10 minutes to do.
31 seconds.
Yeah. $31 for 5 minutes of work. Yeah. So.
And then you tip them $20, and now you've paid $50. And
yeah, exactly. But everyone's all like, "Yeah, this is my Friday the 13th tattoo, and this is my Friday the 13th tattoo, and this."
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, and I'm just all like, "Dog, like, I would never, ever in the world pay $31 for a tattoo
Because it's just gonna be shitty.
Yeah, I'd pay $31 for like a henna tattoo or some shit, you know, like one that goes away in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, or like.
Right.
Temporary tattoo of some sort. It's like because it's gonna go away, but I'm not 31. No, I'll pay them. I'll pay the money.
Right. Right. Just be straight up.
Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, that's insane to me. Somebody reminded me while I was at work. And I was just all like, he's like, "You all right?" or whatever, because it was like just a long day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yeah, long day." He goes, "Yeah, Friday the 13th," and I was literally making a drink, and I went, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, today's Friday the 13th. I was like,
yeah.
"Fuck!" And I just like, he's like, "What?" I was like, "People are insane on Friday the 13th. I didn't know that was today. God damn it.
People are doing crazy
7
shit.
7 o'clock. You just ruined my night." Sorry.
You just wrecked the place.
Yeah, I did. But no, like, I was like, "You just ruined my night. Thanks. That'll be $13.
$31. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right. With that being said, I mean, we're an hour and a half in, so I don't know where we reset at. So
Yeah.
with that being said, let me do a couple promos real quick.
Sign up for Patreon.
Sign up for our Patreon. Yeah, go to patreon.com/Rayhart Rundown. Sign up for our Patreon to join our Patreon and get free merch, free extended episodes, and that type of stuff when you become a Patreon member. Okay, there's different tiers as low as $5 all the way up to $20. Depending on the tier, will depend on what kind of merch and what kind of access you have. Whether it be full-blown access where we even we'll message you back and things like that, to being able to just listen to the audio extended versions of these shows. So it's, again, different levels. Check it out. Patreon.com/Rayhart Rundown. Let me do one more promo real quick.
Okay.
RayhartRundownMerch.com. I don't think this shirt is still available. The Rayhart Rundown. It's real popular. The hat here that Adam is showing is still available. The Rayhart Rundown snapback hat. And some more stuff we're going to be
a new one.
Going. So check it out, RayhartRundownMerch.com if you're interested to help support us or want to get yourself a t-shirt or whatever. We try to keep the prices as low as possible in comparison to how much it costs for us to do shipping and all that other stuff. So
if you're on Patreon, you get a discount code for the RayhartRundownMerch.com. So sign up for our Patreon, you get cheaper merch.
Yeah, and then we have on Patreon, we get free merch even. So
yeah.
It's definitely a good deal. We try to give out as much of stuff as possible because we just want to, I don't know, have more people listen, have more people subscribe on our YouTube channel. Hello. All right, I'm getting slap happy. It's getting late.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Peacock's up. And we will see you all next week. Bye now.